Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Jasneet Kaur. If you are new to my channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like my videos. You can also press the bell icon so that you don't miss an update. In today's video, we will start second section of chapter 10, which is resource availability and management. In this section, we will study about time and space. Let's take a look after the completion of this section what all you will be able to learn. You will understand importance of time and space, will be able to analyze why there is need of managing time and space. Along with this, you will be aware of different ways of managing both the resources, different tools in time management and principles of planning space. Beginning with time management, with the introduction of time, I would like to highlight that this is the only resource which is available to each one of us in equal amount, that is 24 hours. But it depends upon person to person how they would like to utilize these 24 hours. Some would prefer to waste it by not doing anything productive, whereas some would prefer to utilize it in an effective way as much as possible. It is valuable, limited, and irreversible resource. If one would be aware of how he can utilize this resource properly, then the chances of reaching to goal would be possible and easier. The best example of this can be if you will not study throughout the year, at the time of examination, you will experience lot of anxiety and stress. Time and energy are closely related to each other. The ill management of any one of these resources will affect the other one. Effective time management supports the concept of multitasking. As per the definition of time management, it is the process of organizing and planning how to divide your time in between specific activities. It is extremely important not to waste too much time in thinking and worrying about a task. Rather than, person needs to concentrate on what matters the most. For example, if students continuously worry about their upcoming examination, they would waste more of their time in just thinking rather than actually studying for them. Good time management will also support the idea of doing maximum work in minimum time. To accomplish maximum tasks in minimum time, one needs to focus on effective time planning. Time planning can be defined as an advanced schedule of activities to be performed in a given time period. It is followed by certain steps like early start, set a routine, set priority, learn to say no, division of work, do not waste time, one task at a time, fix a time limit, and schedule your activity. Now let's discuss each one of these steps with the help of relevant example. As per the first step, start early. This means start working on the assigned task as early as possible. Example, students can reduce their examination stress if they start learning or understanding their content from the beginning of their academic session. The second step says set a routine. Setting a routine simply means devoting 2 to 3 hours of self-study on everyday basis. Students can choose specific time as per their own convenience. As per the third step, students can prioritize important tasks and keep the optional tasks for the later time. For example, if there is class test in school on the next day, also the day of notebook submission for checking the homework, then in that case, students can simply give priority to class test and homework they can complete in any of the free period in their school. Fourth step, focus on saying no or do not say yes to every task. In this, we can take the example if students have multiple tasks to perform. To avoid overburden or chaos, they can simply say no to unimportant tasks. As per the fifth step, division of task. It is always better to divide big tasks into small and manageable tasks. For example, written work can be divided into small tasks by completing it subject by subject or page by page. According to step number 6, do not waste time and energy into those tasks which do not require much attention. The example of this can be investing your time and energy into analyzing what others are doing or talking about, or dispute in the friendship of other people. According to seventh step, one should focus on one task at a time. First, finish that particular task and then take up the another one. Constant worrying and thinking about the task will create mental tiredness, which will further leads to less productivity. As per the eighth point, fix a time limit. As per this step, it is always better to fix time to each activity. Example, students can decide to complete one particular topic in 15 minutes or in half an hour. According to last step, schedule your activity. Students can set a target to complete learning of their syllabus by specific month of the academic session. A proper time schedule should be prepared for the entire day and entire months, which must include time for recreational activities as well as rest period. Activities can be divided on the basis of compulsory activities and optional activities. Compulsory activities will include those activities which are part of our routine and are supposed to be done on daily basis, weekly, monthly, or on yearly basis. Like daily activities will include dusting and cleaning of house, school assignment, cooking food, taking rest, etc. Weekly activity will include like washing clothes, ironing clothes, weekly cleaning of the house, shopping at the market, preparing weekly school assignments, etc. Monthly activity includes like rearranging cupboards and wardrobes and any other related activity. And yearly activity will include final examination, annual school events, health checkups, etc. Whereas optional activities include going on vacation, planting trees and herbs at home or at school, participating in some function, etc. So that's all for today, students. In the next video, we will talk about tips for effective time management, tools in time management, as well as about space management. In the description box below, you can get links of all parts of this chapter. You can click on the eye icon on the top right corner of your screen as well. So make sure you stick around, and if you come across any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I hope to see you soon. Till then, bye-bye and stay blessed.